recording this for the flippin' third and hopefully last time, because the first one was not okay because you couldn't see any of the drawings, and also I was rambling way too much, and the second one didn't save because my phone died. So hello and welcome to my sketchbook tour 2017. My Lineart sketchbook thing and my multimedia watercolor sketchbook. Those are two sketchbooks where I like the sketches mostly, because if I didn't I wouldn't probably show you, because I am insecure and self-conscious about my art. But if you want to see one of my more experimental sketchbooks, just tell me and I might show you, because I don't know, I mean, I can skip pages that I think are absolutely terrible and will burn your eyes, so yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna try to make this very quick because I know that many of the things that I say probably aren't very interesting. So this is the first sketchbook. It's all messed up because the pages are like weird, but yeah. This is a sketchbook I started in July 2017 and it's still not completely finished, but yeah. And I decided to buy it for my Berlin trip, but I ended up not using it, but I used it for Inktober, so this is what a majority of these drawings are, my Inktober drawings. This is a group picture, a group picture of the Generation 1 Kisetsu Club members. I drew this to celebrate them all getting in, because it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of, a lot of members do group pictures of all the OCs just to celebrate. And yeah, so I decided to do that too. It doesn't have any colors because I didn't want to ruin it with colors, and after that I kind of decided to just make this a black and white monochrome sketchbook to have it like look pleasing. So yeah, you know Tallinn, so I told you about him and about him getting in. This is a sketch page of Coco Chanel inspired fashion sketches. I love doing fashion sketches. I used to upload like speed paints of designs I made for a kind of collection of ballet inspired dresses, but I kind of stopped doing that because I don't know, I lost motivation. But once in a while I still do like fashion sketches because it's my passion. And yeah, actually, you can see that my, if you look at my drawings, you can see that some of my proportions or, yeah, vibes in my drawings are heavily inspired by fashion sketches, because I started doing fashion sketches, it's like after the princesses that I drew in my kindergarten years. I kind of started drawing fashion sketches. This is the first thing I did, and I always wanted to like do collections and sew clothes, but I can sew buttons onto something, but that's it. Some Art Nouveau architecture sketches I did on the last day of school. No, the last day of summer holidays before school, right? I was watching a live stream of a certain YouTuber, and that's a very certain live stream that I'm going to introduce in another video. I already recorded the voiceover for this, but I have to make a speed paint and stuff for this, but it's another topic in my positivity thing. So yeah, those are kind of okay, kind of horrible, I don't know. A sketch page of Cherry Blossom, one of my favorite Riverdale characters. She's absolutely gold. Madeline Petch is gorgeous and her style is so pretty. Those are wildflowers, I guess, or flowers. I went to a cafe and drew like the stuff I ate and drank. This is like a chai latte, and this is a French toast with chocolate and banana. And this is the interior, or like a part of the room. I'm kind of proud of this because it turned out pretty well, considering that I never draw architecture stuff. And yeah, so a drawing of my OC Raquel using my brush pen. and drawing of Alyssa using my brush pen. She's like Raquel's best friend. They are from a story together with 2 friends of mine. It's a very complicated story. It's fun. Her name is Alma, and she's one of my 4 main characters from my main story. And this is where October begins. I didn't follow any prompt lists this year, but this is the first time I managed to go through October. But yeah, I just drew whatever happened on that day, or what inspired me, or something that was important on that day. So this is the Harvest Festival Day, which is a Christian holiday. You might know it. It's kind of similar to Thanksgiving, or at least it's the closest thing to Thanksgiving we have in Germany. Of course it's a Christian holiday, and it can't compete with Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving has a very unique background, and a very amazing background, if I can say so. It's a very interesting holiday in my opinion. But yeah, so I drew my Angel OC in like pumpkins and corn and potatoes and wine and bread and everything that kind of stood around in church that day. Yeah, I went to church because I wanted to go to church on a Harvest festival, just because it's kind of nice. The 2nd October was a course meeting with my history major course, and I wanted to put the feeling that I have on that course meetings of like having a group of people, like comrades that I had that day, into a drawing, and that's why I drew the Winter Squad, because they are comrades and they're a very nice group and I love them all. Okay, next up is the 3rd October, which is the Day of German Unity, which is the German national holiday, and I drew my patriot German history girl. I have to be careful saying that because people might get triggered, but there's no reason to get triggered for a patriotic German history girl. Yeah. But yeah, right. A drawing of a scene from my main story. It's a scene that never really happens, but I thought it would happen. I planned on letting it happen, but it didn't happen because it kind of didn't fit. But yeah, it's a redrawing of an old sketch I did. And this is the other half of the team. Yeah, I think it's the darkest sketch I have because there's so much shading in it. This is an outfit of the day I wore to a party on that day. Yeah, that's me. I like my hair, I like the outfit, it's cute. My Circus OC Odile, she's an aerial hoop acrobat. I love aerial hoop. I do that. I did that myself a few times in circus camp and I miss it. I would do that more often if there was like a aerial acrobat school near where I live, but it's probably like 1 hour away. A drawing of Schnee I don't quite like because I don't like how the face and the hair turned out. Drawing of Marischka in her halo form. Drawing of Alma dancing. Drawing that I don't like, so I will skip it and just not say anything about it. Drawing of my weather witch Mary in like a very witchy attire. Once every autumn I sit down on my bed, snuggle up in blankets, make tea and binge watch every episode of Over the Garden Wall. I did this twice this autumn. One time alone, one time with my best friend. It was nice, and the first time I drew this, it's a crossover of 2 characters as Wirt and Greg. I love Over the Garden Wall, it's so pretty. A very old OC of mine. She's a time traveler, or at least I'm thinking about turning her into a time traveler because her story doesn't make sense. But yeah, her name is Letizia, or Paris, whatever you want to call her. A drawing of Tallinn as a Pokemon trainer thing with an Empoleon, his partner. I did a video about this, I think. Like the... I think I did upload this. Did I? Well, I think so. Yo. Okay, so ooh, oh no, I ripped the page a little bit. Well, okay, so this is called Evil Queens because those two are very evil queens from my story. And this is called Magic Students because those are two magic students from my story. I kind of try to experiment with different body types and ethnicities. My brother is coughing. He's kind of tired. He's cute. Yeah. This is the only... It's not even a holiday. It's not even something you can celebrate. It's nothing people know about. I know about it. I kind of celebrated it. Last year, 2017, was the 200 years anniversary of the Watercolor on the 18th of October. The 18th of October, 1817, there were like about 500 students that met up on the Wartburg in Eisenach, and they fought for liberal and national goals. And at first it was like just a kind of party festival thing. They drank a little bit and they held patriotic speeches, and then later on in the evening, when a lot of people already left, it escalated and they burned books or burned basically anything they didn't like. But yeah, it's something that no one knows about, but I held a presentation about it in class. It's one of the first events in the pre-March period, which is the German period that was before the German Revolution in 1845, right? Yeah, 1845. 1845. Yeah, I'm a history nerd and I kind of like the thought of that festival. I don't know, it's something pretty cool, and I decided to draw something for it because it was its 200 years anniversary. This is a tragic drawing, it's a sad drawing. It's Tallinn and Schnee visiting the graves of his deceased soldier comrades. He has comrades who are still alive. I mean, he saved one of their lives and his arm got broken because of that. I think I explained this in his video, this introduction video. But yeah, it's sad. It's based on the video of a song from a French musical called Été 44, I think. Or was it Un été 44? I don't know. It's about the Second World War, and the song is Passer la nuit, which is a very sad song. And yeah, and also based on the end scene of the game Valiant Hearts, which is a game about the First World War. And there's also a quote on the back of this. And yeah, it's sad, but I felt inspired by this Beatrice from Over the Garden Wall because I felt like drawing a sassy burb child. Sashki Barashi from Holic, because I like her design, she's cute, and I felt like drawing fan art. And I don't know, I liked her design. Old OC Part 1, Old OC Part 2, Old OC Part 3, and Old OC Part 4. I don't like those sketches, but yeah, they were to fill pages and to like catch up in October. And this is another one that I like. It's it's the character that leads the revolution in my main story. She's called Ginger, and initially she was kind of based on D'Artagnan, but this got kind of lost. I mean D'Artagnan from the Musketeer story. I skipped a page and I felt the need to insult myself. This is a drawing of Schnee that's based on a painting, but it's poorly executed, so I don't really like it. But yeah. A drawing of Lorelei, which is based on a post by the blogger Margot and Me, or Jenny Cipoletti, whatever her name is pronounced. She's like a Francophile, that's what she calls herself. And yeah, she had this very cute picture with this very cute nautical blouse, and I thought it fit Lorelei perfectly. Marischka, I quite like this. Tallinn, and my 4 main characters in their Halloween costumes. This is the last drawing of Inktober, and with that, Inktober was finished. I mean, it even says Happy Halloween, so... concept sketches of a character that I never really finished. She's a failed author and her life is bad, but she's trying to get over it and get happy, become happy, not get happy, become happy. And she's trying to quit smoking, so she's eating Pocky instead whenever she feels like smoking. So this is a thought. I thought this is a very fun concept. Doodles of myself and outfits, but I kind of forgot to draw my bangs. I just kind of wanted to test my drawing pen because I haven't used it in a while. Another sketch featuring my inking pen and myself, this time with bangs. Another inking pen sketch with my character Raquel and a lioness, and I even have a colored version of this to practice copy coloring. Another sketch of a character that I'll probably never use for anything, and last but not least, at least for now, a crossover drawing of Talin Schnee and the Little Prince, because I think it kind of fits them, and it's a very cute story, and yeah, I don't know, I just felt like it. So yeah, that's it for this sketchbook. And now let's move on to the mixed media. Kind of trying to hurry up. This is an old drawing from 2015. My best friends and my Pokemon personas. Chibi doodle drawing painting of Cinnamon and Yane. Yane is a character by Taihato on Instagram, a very dear friend of mine. Cinnamon portrait, which I don't really like anymore. I like the coloring and the colors in general, but I don't like the proportions of the look of the face. The flowers are kind of nice. A fan art of Wada Nohara from Wada Nohara and the Great Blue Sea. It's very detailed. I'm very proud of myself, even though it's kind of old. Cinnamon's first... yeah, this is Cinnamon's first reference sheet. Drawing of the characters from One Week Friends. Cinnamon in front of the Sacré-Cœur. I tried. It doesn't look too bad. I had fun. An art trade featuring Rose in Aussie of another very dear friend of mine. A self-portrait trying to be aesthetic with like those banners and plants and hydrangeas. Still kind of like it. A very ugly fan art of ehhhh from Princess Tutu, my all-time favorite show. But her hair is very, very, very weird to draw, so I don't like this. I went shopping the other day in spring and I bought this stuff and I tried to draw it, or draw myself wearing it. Yeah, I'm wearing socks and sandals. Typical German thing. I'm a German girl. A drawing of Lorelei I don't really like. I like the skin coloring, kind of, in some places at least. And I like the top of her dress thing. Yeah, but the rest. Unfinished sketch of a Lorelei piece I wanted to do. Lorelei and Airly with their Pokemon. Airly is the character of another friend on Instagram. Fairy Dance is her name. A bad ending piece of the two mystery sisters dying in a fight and getting kind of consumed by the forest. It's a grotesque thought, but I thought it looked pretty, so... My favorite character from my favorite book. Lily from The Hotel New Hampshire. She's a tragic character, but I love her. Another Talin drawing that I don't like, but it's there. Palettes. This was supposed to be a painting practice of Audrey Tautou, but it turned out to look like my mother instead, even though she denies it. And I'm kind of proud of this. It does look kind of nice, even though it doesn't look at least a little bit like Audrey Tautou, but yeah. And those are the Kisetsu Club chibis that I turned into stickers with a poor quality, but it was an experiment. Orietta, Uzayu, Lena, Tallinn, Nala, Blumenlied, Krisha, Apex, Yuzuha, Mamoru. That's it. That's the whole generation 1. And I was watching Stranger Things and wanted to do like a lighting practice thing with blue lights. It was fun. I'm really into Stranger Things. Yeah. It's my Kisetsu Club's Secret Santa piece. It was for Fairy Dance, and it's her character Nala. And I initially wanted to draw it digitally, but my computer broke, so I had to do it traditionally. Right, searching for words. Yeah, but that's it for now. I hope you liked this, and I hope it wasn't too boring, and I hope I'm not too rambly. And if you want to see like a more experimental, sketchy sketchbook, just tell me, and I will think about posting a sketchbook tour with this. But I hope you had a good start in 2018, and I hope you had a great 2017. And yeah, I will see you someday soon, I hope. Yeah. Bye!